Now let's have a look at more tools concerning water simulation. And in this case, let's create a sort of pool for our water simulation. So let's say this will be a pool. So many. Yeah. Yes. Okay, we have some sort of object. Oops, object. We have some sort of object that has boundaries, and we can start working with fluids. So first of all, I will put an emitter. This will emit our fluid, so it cannot penetrate here. It has to be above. And again, it cannot penetrate the walls of our pool. Just add some more water. And let's put it right here. So hopefully it doesn't penetrate anything, and it should work. We'll see. To have more fun, let's add some more colliders. So of course the topology of this mesh is terrible normally, but hopefully for this purpose it won't have influence. Let's hope it won't. So say I have some objects that gonna fall down and splash. Okay, so let's see more complex liquid simulation. And here we created a pool, so to speak, and this will be our body of water. So now I will go to, again, FX, of course, and I will go to Bifrost Fluid. It might happen that it's not here. If you don't see Bifrost here, you would go to Windows. Of course, it will depend on the version of Maya that you have, but Windows, Settings, Preferences, Plugin Manager, and I will look for Bifrost and make sure that all plugins are loaded. Okay, so after I have that, I select my object, go to Bifrost Fluids and make it a liquid. Now I wait a bit, and sooner or later I will have some, yeah, you see particles, maybe they're tiny ones, and lots of more objects here. So maybe I would want to make them somewhat bigger if I can. Where to look at. It's not that. Whoops. That's my emitter size. Well, whatever. Look at that. Material. No. Somewhere you would find point size. I don't see that at the moment. Anyways, and if I hit play, they will go through the bottom and go through. So we want to make them not being able to go through. So what we do is we select the pool, again, Bifrost Fluids, and this is a collider. Oh, sorry, I needed to select this plus this, because maybe there are other liquids in the scene, so which one to work with? Probably that's why we need to select both the liquid and the pool in order to make the pool as a collider. And now if I hit play, it shouldn't go through. Shouldn't go through. Stop it, go back, and actually I will hide this cube here. Sure. Let's Control H. To control the resolution of water, you go to Bifrost Liquid Properties, Attribute Editor, and Master Voxel Size. So the smaller you make, the more dense it will be, more points, and denser the mesh will get, and you will have more details, and it will take longer to calculate anything. Another thing you might want to do is to make kill planes. So I have a plane here. Let me make it bigger. So what's a kill plane? It stops the calculation of particles that go through the plane. So say I have it here, and I go to Bifrost Fluids. Oh, I guess I still need to select my liquid plus the thing. Bifrost Fluids and kill plane. And hopefully it works. Now none of my particles are going out, so I don't see if it works. But after I'll throw some objects, maybe we'll splash and we'll see if it works. Okay, so I have these three objects and I want them to fall down, so I will go to Fields and Solvers and create active rigid body. So now they're active. And if it worked, we should get under Attribute Editor, here it is, a rigid body something. So now we'll take this one and make also a passive rigid body. And the third thing we're gonna do is we are selecting all the things in the simulation and we will add gravity to them. Gravity. It added a small thing there. Doesn't matter where it is, just something that it's there. And now you see they start to fall down. And let's see if they will be affected by our pool here. Now the water doesn't supposed to react to them at the moment. I don't think it will. We will have to do that separately, but they should hit our pool and bounce back, hopefully. Let's have a look. So they have nothing to do with the pool, but they collide to the... Sorry, they don't have anything to do with the water, but they collide to the pool and bounce back. And another one thing we want to do, we want to make them colliders for water. So again, I don't know if I need to select the liquid as well. Let's try without liquid. So Bifrost, and it's a collider. No error. Cannot. One Bifrost container and at least one mesh must be selected. So let's go with this. I think that's how it's supposed to be done. So collider. I'm not sure what happened. Let's just play and see if it works. So now, of course, my resolution of water might be kind of big for the simulation because that's nicely multi-threaded. So we see all the cores are dealing with our simulation. That's nice to see. And it hits the water and the water is reacting. So now the splashing will start. Let's zoom in. stop it for a bit because it's very slow. So you see they are so tiny, it's not cool to look at them. So I select them, go to Attribute Editor and Particle Display to point. And this is the size of particle. This is way better to see what's going on here. And let's play to see how our water simulation is doing. Let's try to compute and cache our simulation. And this is a cached simulation with a couple of more boxes. So two types of simulation going on here. The rigid body simulation that is created with those here active rigid bodies, and then the pool was assigned as a passive rigid body, plus for all of them gravity was assigned. And then for them, in order to affect the water simulation, you select the water, you select the colliders, and you make them a collider. So basically these boxes work in two separate simulations, the rigid body simulation plus the water simulation here.